Good evening, folks. This is Deb Delapiana, and this is your Shut the Fuck Up Express. You know, we are transitioning into a new set of videos, so we're going to be renaming some of our material as we build up a brand new YouTube channel. So bear with us, okay? I can assure you that the shut the fuck up sentiment remains the same, regardless of what we end up calling things. So let's talk about tonight's subject. First, I'm going to read to you the statement. Bear with me here. I have about 500 tabs up. Okay, you ready? Quote, "It's totally false. It never happened. In fact, I think he's been treated very badly." End quote. That is former president, and I do stress the words former, because he is indeed the former president of the free world, the United States, although the free world part is, up for debate at this point. That is Donald Trump defending his administration against the most recent allegations of some of the things that were discussed about WikiLeaks and Julian Assange at the very upper echelons of his administration. Now, this story was broken through Yahoo News, and I can tell you right now, the story was written by Zach Dorfman, Sean D. Naylor, and Michael Isikoff. So, first, let's set the scenario here, okay? Julian Assange had been imprisoned already for 5 years in the Ecuadorian embassy in 2017 when this story allegedly happened. And actually, this story is based on information given to these reporters by senior counterintelligence officials in the Trump administration. So he had already been in the Ecuadorian embassy for 5 years, okay? And clearly, the CIA was more than just a little bit pissed off about the Vault 7 dump by WikiLeaks, because they considered that the biggest, I believe they called it, hang on, let me find out what it says. They called it, this is a quote from the counterintelligence agency, the largest data loss in CIA history. Which really led them to declare all-out war on WikiLeaks and on Julian Assange. At one point, they considered kidnapping him, but the officials in the Trump administration were concerned over the legality of that. Well, frankly, they arrested him illegally as well. They arrested him, took him out of the Ecuadorian embassy illegally as well. And frankly, they did that to fulfill the extradition order from the United States. So Donald Trump could not have clearly been all that worried about how badly Julian Assange was being treated. So when they decided that the kidnapping thing wasn't going to work, they then decided to start discussing assassination. And they even went so far as to put together scenarios and ideas for how this could be carried out. Now, back in 2016, you will recall, Donald Trump openly stated that he liked WikiLeaks. And the reason he liked WikiLeaks was because they had just done the dump on the DNC emails. So, of course, he thought WikiLeaks was the balls then. And in 2019, he asserted that he didn't know anything about WikiLeaks. I don't know WikiLeaks. Remember that scenario? So the fact of the matter is, Donald Trump never tells the truth. It doesn't really matter what the subject matter is. He's never a truth bringer. Okay? So for him to say that these discussions about assassinating Julian Assange didn't happen, if you're going to ask me, do I believe the senior counterintelligence officials in his administration, or do I believe him? I believe them. Why would I believe him? It says right here, I'm going to read just a little bit of this to you. I'm going to put all of these articles in here. And in fact, I'm going to put the Yahoo News article in. I'm also going to put in an article from the Assange defense page. President Trump's newly installed CIA director, Mike Pompeo, was seeking revenge on WikiLeaks and Assange, who had sought refuge in the Ecuadorian embassy since 2012 to avoid extradition to Sweden on rape allegations he denied. Pompeo and other top agency leaders were, quote, were completely detached from reality because they were so embarrassed about Vault 7, said a former Trump national security official. Quote, they were seeing blood, end quote. Now, at the end of the day, the CIA instructed Pompeo to publicly describe WikiLeaks in 2017 as a, quote, non-state hostile intelligence service. And shortly thereafter, the U.S. spies were monitoring the communications and movements of numerous WikiLeaks personnel, including audio and visual surveillance of Assange himself. Now, this Yahoo News investigation is based on the conversations that they had with more than 30 senior officials from the Trump administration, 8 of whom described details of the CIA's proposals to abduct Assange. And it reveals for the first time one of the most contentious intelligence debates of the Trump presidency. And it does reveal unprecedented information on the government's war on WikiLeaks. So, at the end of the day, Donald Trump can shut the fuck up, because he doesn't really care how WikiLeaks is treated or how Julian Assange is treated. If Donald Trump truly cared about Julian Assange and felt that he was being treated badly, these conversations would not have been going on. In fact, there would have been no extradition. That would have been dropped. And in fact, as Donald Trump was pardoning some of the biggest shitbags in history, Mike Flynn, Scooter Libby, and various and sundry other dirtbags, on his way out, he certainly could have pardoned Julian Assange, but he didn't. Now, we all know that Donald Trump is a liar. He'd be better off just saying no comment and shutting the fuck up. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a lovely night.